What's up, guys? It is Spooky Noodles, and I am here with a writing vlog. Yep, I haven't done this writing vlog in a few days, and I actually made some headway or leanway or whatever the word is. I can't think of the word at the moment, and that's one of my problems is things aren't coming to me lately. Words are not there for me, and it's really hard to write when you get stuck on a word that you can't remember, you know? And it kept happening to me to the point where it was frustrating and annoying. My baby girl's in the background if you can't see her. I was just having a really rough time because I've hit a creative wall with my novel, and right now I feel like writing shorter stories. So I've been working on shorter stories to get me through this creative hump. And today I worked on well, alright, I got it up, sorry. Yeah, video just crashed for some reason. Yeah, I wrote 1,478 words, or 1,478 words. And they all take place, well, they were all written today. And the story is going to be, at first, I had a different title for this story. It was called, The Valentine's Day Sex Tape, but I didn't like that title, so I went ahead and changed it. Now it's called, Morbidio, and I love that name so much more. If you don't know, I haven't really told you much about this project because I just started today. Oh man, I got an itch on my nose. Sorry, guys. I just started this project today, and basically, it's how did I describe it on Facebook? Hold on one second. I made the perfect description or synopsis for my story on Facebook, so I gotta go check it out there real quick. Just bear with me. I hate going on Facebook. There's always, people talking about controversial things. Arg. Here it is. Alright, here it is. A man wants to spice up his love life with his girlfriend come Valentine's Day. Things have been dull for quite some time, and he thinks that renting a sexy VHS tape from the store is just the thing to get his girlfriend back into the mood. But when he plays the film, weird things begin to happen. He finds himself in a new realm similar to his own, but with creatures that are ineffable to the human eye. So that is the story synopsis. It doesn't tell you much, but it tells you everything. So that's what they're supposed to do, right? I'm doing a wonderful job writing from the first person narrative. My guy seems a little sex hungry, and that's kind of what I wanted to go for. Like, in his mind, all his relationship is sex, and I'm gonna make the girlfriend bring that up, and it's gonna be good. I don't know what these dogs are doing in the background. Just ignore them. In fact, I will tilt the camera because I don't think they're doing anything good. Let me scoot over. Oh, there's the Lou Magoo. You got hair and stuff all over your mouth. You look... And you burp. You're gross, Lou. Drop it. Good girl. She's so gross. She's been so gross lately. What was I saying? Oh man, she's coming on the couch with it. She's got this squeaker, and it's covered in James's hair. It's so gross. Please take it away, James. They're gonna fight a little bit, and spit it out. They don't listen to me, guys. They do not listen to me. She gets the squeakers out of the toys, and then she thinks it's fun to eat them. And then I find them later when she goes to the bathroom, and I'm like, why did you eat that, Lou? So yeah, probably not the healthiest thing for her, but she has a stomach of steel, and we found that out early on when she ate everything. Nowadays, we gotta be very careful because one day she ate chicken bones. Not my fault. I know I'm a bad dog owner, but she ate chicken bones, and she's alive. Luckily they were able to get her to throw it all up. Um, Very scary experience. Hope it never happens again. Anyways, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, writing vlog. So I'm writing Morbidio today, and it's going great. I'm loving I'm loving writing it. There's this really good scene where he walks into the video store, and I think I did a really good job. Like, words were just coming to me. Like, I was like, what do you call this motion? And I'm like, oh, he's retracting his arm. Then I was like, what do you call this? Oh yeah, the bells chime. You know, like, just simple words, but they were coming to me, you know, and the story just kept going and going, and I wrote 1,400 words. Well, 1,478 words to be exact. And I love the story so far. I'm actually really into it, more than I am my contest entry. My contest entry, if you did not know, it's not that great. If I'm going to be honest, I wish I could do better with the words I was given, but that's just an excuse people use. Honestly, I just wasn't feeling it, I guess. The words I got, and the picture I got, nothing really came to me, and I just kind of made some stupid Lullaby Man story, which is probably not going to go well with the judges and the whatever. I'm working on my own thing now. Chilling Tales of Dark Nights, if you did not know, is running a contest, and I'm in it. So hopefully my story gets at least the top 10, but I don't expect it to. It's not that great of a story, but I did everything I had to do. I used every word, and I used two words. I used one word heavily and used another picture heavily. All I needed to do was include it in the story, so I did really good. Well, recently, Chilling Tales for Dark Nights released that they're looking for Valentine's Day, like stories. And I was like, oh, I can do this. And I just read a story which really had me thinking about VHS tapes or Betamax tapes. I literally don't know the difference. I'm too young, I guess, to know the difference between a Betamax and a VHS tape. I don't know. They just both look like tapes to me. So I was born in '93, so you know, we had VHS tapes. I didn't know there was a Betamax tape. So this is all news to me. I mean, I'm still surprised that DVDs are going out of style, that we are living in a time where everything's online download, so that's crazy to me. Getting off track, they're having a Valentine's Day thing, and I thought of this story I just read called, what was it called? Sorry, it's in this book, The New Flesh, a literary tribute to David Cronenberg, edited by Sam Richard and Brandon Vedito. The story I just read was called D-Scrambler by C.M. Muller. Great story, 5-star story. It just had me thinking. I love the van that sells videos out of the van. And I like how he gets sent into this world. I wish he expanded it on it more, but again, he had only a certain amount of words to work with, so I totally get what, you know, he came up with was amazing. So I liked the story a lot. The story got me thinking, and I want to make my own story like that. So I just thought, well, you know, how could I combine Valentine's Day with VHS tapes that send you to a alternate realm or something like that? And I came up with a lover who wants to spice up his sex life, and he goes and rents a sexy video. And oh, sorry, Origin popped up on my screen. There, goodbye. So he rents a sexy video from a video store, and things are gonna happen. So far, I've written 1,400 words, and I'm looking at, right now, I'm only at the part where, what do I want to say? Hey, James, no. What do I want to say? I'm at the, I just finished his journey to the video store. I could have been quick about it and just said I went to a video store and the guy was creepy, gave me a tape, and then I went home and watched it with my girlfriend. I could have just said that simply, but I decided to go in detail with this visit to the thing. So goes in there, just looks like a normal video store. He's looking for the back, but he can't find any like forbidden room. Then the owner of the video store comes downstairs and says, you know, what do you want? And the guy's like, I need a movie to spice up my life. And he's really awkward about it. And then James. Come here, James. Come here, James. They love to play, guys. What was I gonna say? So basically, guys, settle down. Basically, we're looking at this guy going into this video store. Then he asks where the sexy time videos are, and very awkward about it because he's never done it before. He's a shy guy. And the guy smiles at him and brings him upstairs, where the guy sees some weird stuff, but doesn't think twice about it. He gets a video though called Morbidio, and Morbidio is just a movie. I haven't really gone into it yet, but basically the guy wants to ask questions, but the guy goes, no, you know, it will spice up your life, trust me. And he pays $6 and takes it home. That's where I am at in the story right now. I don't know. I was on a creative run, and then I hit a wall and wanted to sleep a little bit, so I went to sleep. But I got really far into the story. I really want to make this like Cronenberg-esque, you know, just like this literary tribute to David Cronenberg. I want to make this as Cronenbergian as I can, if you know what I'm saying. Hey! You okay? You okay? You okay? You don't get her by the throat. Sorry, she was choking, and that scared me. James lately has been a little aggressive lately, hurting the little dogs and hurting Lula on occasions, so he might need to go to obedience school soon. He's just very aggressive lately, and we don't know why. He's been fixed, and so has the other dogs in this household. But he's still being super aggressive. And I'm watching them play, and they're just playing, but every once in a while, James goes a little bit too far. Like, he doesn't know how to play. Like, things, like, in his mind, it goes from playing to, like, attacking, and I don't like that. All besides the point, though, I'm trying to make this as Cronenberg as I can. Basically, body horror, think, like, well, if you don't know who Cronenberg is, he made The Fly, Scanners, Videodrome. He has more movies, but those are the three I've seen. He has movies like The Brood. I think a movie called Roadkill. I'm not sure. Oh, Rabid, I think was one. I don't know. I've only watched 3 of his films, and I intend to watch more. Scanners being one of my favorites. The Fly being definitely my favorite by him. Then Videodrome was good. I liked it. I don't think it's better than Scanners and The Fly. Which really is weird to me because I usually watch Watch Mojo, and even though I don't agree with all their lists, they said that Scanners was number 10, and then they had Videodrome as number 1. Surprising me, though, because I thought I was going to go into Videodrome and absolutely love it. I did, but I didn't love it more than Scanners, so it surprised me a little bit. But yeah, think David Cronenberg, The Fly, or Scanners, or Videodrome. The body visuals you see in that, I could not say any more. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna go about this with my story. Am I gonna have the guy go into the alternate universe and then come out okay, unscathed? And then when he takes his girlfriend there, maybe he has a gun for insurance, and she's like, "Why do you have that gun?" And he could be like, "Oh, no reason, babe. Just watch the movie." Or something. I don't know. I haven't really decided where I'm gonna go with it. Guys, that's my phone. Living with 2 dogs, guys, can be hard. Imagine living with 4 dogs. Okay, it's really more like 3 dogs. I'm in the middle of recording. Come on, guys. Thank you. So, yeah, but basically, what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to make it as Cronenberg as I can. I'm trying to think about how I'm going to do this whole alternate universe, because usually I go into things with no plans, and I end up getting left with trying to make a scene that is scary but is not scary. So I'm really putting some thought and effort into this. It's not due till like February 9th, which I say it's not due till, but that's like not that far away, honestly. But I'm really trying to get it done. Wow. I thought I had more time, to be honest. Now I'm on a time crunch, like I am with my other story, my contest entry for Chilling Tales for Dark Nights. I'm eventually just gonna have to send it in and hope for the best. But yeah, I'm doing my best reading. I'm studying how to make a David Cronenberg story. You know, I'm watching all his movies. I'm reading this excellent anthology. So far I've liked 2 of the 3 stories I've read so far. Red Lips in a blue light. Just I didn't quite get that one. Maybe it's because I wasn't paying full attention while reading it. The intro by Kathy Koja was pretty good. I like how she inserted David Cronenberg quotes. That was really cool. And you got this cool picture. So I don't think there's pictures throughout the book. No, there's not. There might be one at the end though. Yeah, it has like about the editors. This is by Weird Punk Book. So it's really good. Highly recommend it so far. I'll do a video review about every story in it. And I'll give a top 5 list of my favorite stories in this book. So far, I would have to say Descrambler by C.M. Muller would be number 1. And then the first book, A Bad Patch by Brian Evenson, who, oh my gosh, is a great writer. One of the things I liked the most about it was it was in first person, so I love first person. I don't get me wrong, third person is the way to go, but I love it when people go into first person, because when the author's good, it's a really good story. So, but yeah, I've rambled on for quite some time, and the doggies have totally ran amok and destroyed my video. I apologize for the dogs. I don't think I can cut them out because honestly, I haven't been feeling the greatest lately, both physically and mentally. Physically, I've been having some really bad pain in my lower left side, like of my belly. I've just been having some problems, and I don't know why. I'm thinking I have like, I don't know how it feels. It's a weird feeling. I don't know if, I've had this feeling for almost 2 weeks now, so I don't know why it's not going away. Maybe it's a stone, like a kidney stone. Maybe it's just a abscess in my, I I don't know, whatever organs right there. I don't know. I usually when my left side hurts, I always blame it on gas, but this time it's not gas. I don't know what the pain is, because I ate some stupid food, I ate some food I shouldn't have eaten a few times, and it made me feel bad. But I've never felt like this before, so it's weird feeling I don't like, and it hurts. Kind of reminds me back to my now I always do this. I scare myself. I shouldn't scare myself like this, but it always reminds me back to my cancer days when I would have pain in my spleen, and yeah, so I'm starting to get this pain, and I have my lymph nodes kind of swelling up a little bit. They always swell up when you get sick, so it's not like a big deal. But when I had cancer, they swelled up to the size of baseballs. So, it was really bad. Wow, that piece of hair hung food right into the screen. What do you guys got? No. Fine, take it. Just get out of my video. Sorry. My health. And then lately I've been really depressed. I'm starting to get out of that depressed funk. It was keeping me from reading and writing. I have a lot of things I need to read. For instance, I got a friend who sent me their whole book to read, so I'm going to read that. And then I have another friend who sent me a short story to read, so I gotta read that one. Then they sent me another story I gotta read, so I gotta read that one as well. So there's 3 beta reads I gotta do, plus the read I have now, just for personal, just personal read. And then I have another book I have to read soon for review. I've never had a book for review before, and I have one now. And I feel horrible because he gave it to me to read sometime last year in, like, I don't know. I hate counting the months, but September, I think he gave me the book. Maybe it was July, I don't know, somewhere between then. And I just feel bad for not reading these books and stories. I want to read them, but my attention span is really bad, so sitting down and reading people's work is hard for me. And then I have this book that it's not just for personal reasons, it is personal reasons, my bad. It's not for just the love of reading. I'm reading this book so I can write my own Cronenberg story. So, this is like studying. So, yeah. I do plan on reading more of my coming of age TBR. I just wanted to give it a quick change of pace. Plus, I'm sick of writing coming of age stories. It's all I write these days. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like coming of age and I love writing them. It's just I've had a lot of coming of age stories. I've been pumping them out lately. I think like 5 of the 12 stories in my 5 of the 12 stories or 10 stories, I forget how many stories is in my collection. 5 of them, I believe, are coming of age. If I'm not wrong, I could be wrong, I probably am wrong. I know Trunk or Treat is a coming of age. Portal in the Woods is a coming of age. I didn't put Immersion in the Woods. That's going in my second collection. It's not good enough for the first, but for a second it would be good. I'm not saying that my second's gonna stink. I just, I think I want my first collection to have my best and early work, and then my second one to have my all-around work, like how much I've improved. I want to show people how much I've improved in my second collection. So I'm going to start off the book with like my newer stories and then end the book with my older stories. So, sorry, I'm petting my dog. She's always there for me when I need to pet something. I'll get into that later. But yeah, what was I saying? Totally forgot. I'm blanking. But yeah, I got a lot to read. And I figure like reading is also studying for me. So the more I read, the more I learn how to write certain stories. So if I read a werewolf story, I would get better at writing werewolf stories, which I do want to read more werewolf stories. I had a TBR going a long time ago where I was just going on a werewolf spree. Then I decided to do a coming of age TBR, and now I'm reading The New Flesh, a Cronenberg literary fiction thing. Really good book, by the way. I think I've already said that though. I'm thinking about reading some Robert W. Walker books. I own 3. 2 of them are in up there. I have Disembodied and Aftershock. And if you don't know who Robert Walker is, go look him up. I think Paperback Maniac did a video about Aftershock. That's how I found out about it. And then I ordered a book that should be coming sometime next week called Brainwatch. So I own 3 Robert W. Walker books. Pretty good stuff, I think. I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking really forward to. One of them is like a creature feature, where you see through the eyes of the creature, and it's supposedly really good. It's like a Project Gone Wrong type situation where some poor soul gets turned into a monster like Frankenstein or something and terrorizes everybody, and at the same time he's a good person, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember the story that much, but I remember watching the Paperback Maniac review it. I want to read the book. And then Disembodied I hear is good too, and I never heard of Brainwatch, so that's going to be new to me. But that's all besides the point. I'm just excited about these books that I'm getting. I recently won The Cipher by Kathy Koja, and a Splatterpunk hardcover book, which Splatterpunks usually is like gore porn, but I want to learn how to be more graphic, and because I feel like my stories don't have enough like horrifying scenes in them. I hope to become more of a visual writer instead of just a storyteller, because that's the next stage, I think, for me, is to become a more visual storyteller, because I want people to see what I'm writing, not just listen to a story, which is fine, because that's what my stories have been so far. Like Portal in the Woods was really good, and I think I painted a pretty good image for that one, but it could be better, much better. Like I say in the Portal in the Woods, I say like how his head gets decapitated and spits right back out of the portal. I mean, it's good stuff, really good stuff, but I don't know. I feel like I could have done a little bit better with the visuals in that story. I don't know how to describe. I mean, I don't know. Like, body horror doesn't really, like, I've watched a lot and I've read a lot, and so far nothing really has bothered my stomach a lot. There was this one scene, I think maybe it was in Within the Woods by Tony Urban, that kind of made me a little woozy, but I can't remember it at all. And if I can't remember something, then it probably didn't affect me that much. So I can't remember at all. So, but I feel like there was one scene that kind of is. One thing about me is I don't like fingernails. My fingernails are pretty dirty right now, but that's besides the point. I don't like fingernails that much. If it was up to me, I'd get rid of all my nails. I had surgery on my big toes, and both of the nails are gone now, so they're just little nubs without nails. I know that probably would gross you out. I've seen people post pictures making fun of not making fun of me directly, but making fun of people with those feet. And everyone's like, ew, gross, I would never date a guy like that. And I'm like, ooch. You know, it's all good. But my toes are like that, and I've experienced life without nails on my big toes. When I stub my toe, it doesn't really hurt that much, because the pain with the nails, because when you stub your toe, it's the nail that's hurting, because you're slamming your nail back in, and it's causing you pain that way. And without the nail, you don't really get hurt when you stub your toe that bad. I mean, you still hurt because the toe bone hits the something, and that hurts, but it doesn't hurt as bad, is what I'm trying to say. And if it was up to me, I'd remove all my nails. Fortunately, I asked the doctor, and he won't do it. So I just hate fingernails. Like, I hate the visual of peeling them off, or them coming off when fingers are being dragged on the wood. Like, that stuff disturbs me. But when someone's pulling out their intestines, or, you know, someone totally like is like slurping guts or something, I'm not phased. I don't get phased by body horror that much. But when it comes to fingernails and toenails, I can feel some. I get woozy a little bit when it comes to fingernails and toenails. Just because it's just, I don't know. When I had surgery on my nails, it didn't hurt at all, because the initial shot that they gave me to numb the toe kind of hurt a little bit. But the doctor overall said that I handle pain very well, which is true. I handle pain very well. But at the same time, it didn't feel great watching him with a scalpel take off the toenail. I know I'm probably grossing you out. It doesn't gross me out though. That's my problem though. Is usually horror writers, write what they're afraid of, put it on pen to paper, and they paint a scene that they themselves find scary, and usually the reader finds scary. But for me, what scares me is existential, if that's the right word, existence, like your whole existence. It's like H.P. Lovecraft work can scare me a little bit. I'm not saying I'm a xenomorph or a xenophobe. I'm definitely not a xenomorph, but I'm not saying I'm a xenophobe, but like, what's out there in space concerns me more than anything. And just to find that space is not always growing would scare me. Or just the thought of death in itself and how you'll be forgotten in a decade is very scary. So like the whole existence feeling can make me scared. You know, the fact that you could be living one day and then dead and forgotten the next is very scary to me. But like tearing of the eyelids or pulling out teeth, the exception is nails for me, you know, fingernails and toenails. Other than that though, I don't get scared very easily is what I'm trying to say. I just don't get scared very easily. I find every story that I read very entertaining. And sometimes I get a little woozy, a little bit, but not like I'm gonna barf woozy, you know, like one scene that really hit me hard, gross wise, was when in the Troop by Nick Cutter or Craig Davidson, when they kill a turtle for food. That was pretty gross to me, only because I cared for the turtle. I love turtles. I have a tortoise. I just love tortoises and turtles. They're awesome to me. I one day want to swim with the sea turtles, but I'm also scared to swim in the water, so I don't know how that's gonna work. I can swim, don't get me wrong. If it's not like a public pool or a hot tub or just a pool outside, kiddie pool, something, I don't know. If it's like the ocean or a lake, I'm afraid to swim in it just because I know there's fish, and I don't know. That grosses me out. But that's besides the point. Anyways, this is all besides the point. I've been rambling for a long time now. I basically said what I wanted to say. I started writing a story called Morbidio. I have to decide what to do. I gotta think of what the most rational thing is. These guys are gonna keep interrupting my video, so I apologize. But basically, it's going well, the story. I think it's gonna be a 3,000 to 4,000 page or word count. I think I'm going to, I don't know. I don't know if I want to have the guy go home and watch it with his girlfriend right away, or if he's gonna go home and watch it himself, have the whole virtual reality type, or not virtual reality, but if he goes and sees things that are ineffable to the human eye, and then he wants to show his girlfriend this new plane of existence that can't be seen to the human eye but exists everywhere around us. Maybe he watches it for himself, narrowly escapes, then decides that this is something he wants to show his girlfriend. So he comes well prepared and goes into this extra plane of existence. Oh, don't bite me. Don't bite me. This guy wants to bite me. Ugh. But I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want him to. I'm trying to think rationally. I mean, if I went to a plane of existence and almost died, I personally wouldn't watch the video again. Maybe he watches the video, decides not to have his wife watch it, then she watches it and she dies, maybe, and then he has to go back into the video or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's like a drug. Maybe he can't get enough of Morbidio, and he watches it the first time, and what he sees opens his eyes, and he thinks everyone's eyes should be open and be open to this world that exists around them. And he first shows it to his girlfriend, and his girlfriend dies by a monster in this plane of existence. And when he comes out of the video, or goes back home, I haven't decided. This is the part I've written everything else up to this point, but I'm just like struggling on the small things, I guess. I also need to figure out what monsters are going to exist in this extra plane, or this extra layer, if you will. Because basically it's a plane where everything's normal, but it's like seeing the world with 3D glasses on, in a sense, and you're seeing things you couldn't see before. Let's say like the guy, because I got this whole idea off two things, and mostly I got it off the idea of D-Scrambler by C.M. Mueller. His story really inspired me to write this. Videodrome also inspired me to write this. So the two are really helping me write this story. In the book that I'm reading, the story goes, the guy gets a VHS tape from this VHS van, and he brings it home, and basically he the VHS tape consumes him, and he ends up in bed. When he goes onto the bus, he sees things he'd never seen before, and they've existed the whole time. He calls them bottom feeders. They've existed the whole time. He just hasn't known about it. And that's the whole idea I want to do. I like his idea, and I want to maybe not expand on it, but do my own version. I just like the idea so much, and like, obviously I'm not gonna take his story verbatim and then change it and then slap my name on it. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm trying to do something different. Right now it's going very well. Like I said, I've written him going to the video store, and meeting this creepy guy who hands him more video, which I think I came up with a good name. It took me forever to come up with the name, More Video. Like, I typed, and I'm like, he looked at the label, and on it, it read, and then I'm like, what should it read? I'm like, well, it can't be like Videodrome, because that's already done. And Ghoul Tape would just be suspicious. More Video, though, can probably go under the, like, you might be like, oh, it's a little fishy, but at the same time, you're like, that's not that wild, you know? Like, it could be, you know, just another language or something, you know? More video. It probably is something in a different language, but, basically, what I'm trying to say is, it took me forever to make up a cool name for the videotape, and one that makes sense. Morbid and video, put them together, you get more video. And I just don't know where to go with it next. Maybe the guy goes home, decides he doesn't trust this VHS guy. The store that he goes to is called Frank's Video. It took me a little while to think of a name too. I kept looking up cool names for video stores, and I came up with a few good ones, but I didn't want to take people's ideas, so I made up my own, which is just something simple, Frank's Video, and it takes place in downtown Detroit. So it's a little close to me. It's one of those 2-story buildings, and like someone lives in the room above the store. So, and that's where he goes upstairs to go get the videotape. And oof, you almost pushed me over, James. So basically, he goes into this room, and there's like it seems like there's a dead lady in a chair. And the guy's telling him to shh, like, be quiet, you know? And then he takes the tape out of the TV and hands it to the guy. So, I haven't decided where I'm gonna go with this yet. Sorry. Dogs will play. I'm gonna have to wrap this up though soon. It's already been going for 42 minutes. So, what else do I want to say? Basically, I need to figure out how I'm going to go about this. If I was the guy and I was given a creepy tape, I would probably check it before I had my girlfriend watch it. I wouldn't just watch it immediately with my girlfriend and hope for the best. That's just me though. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm like thinking as I'm talking. Sorry, the guys are playing in the background. Keep saying sorry. I apologize for saying sorry for so much. Basically, I just trying to think of, I'm thinking of a few things. I'm thinking visuals is one thing and the story is another thing. I'm trying to think logically what would happen. So I think I planned it out, or I think I know what my next scene's going to be, but I don't know what I'm going to do after that scene. Logically, I would probably be like if I went to a realm where there's freaky monsters in it, I would think two things. I personally would probably be like, screw that, I'm throwing this thing in the trash, you know? Or I'm giving it back to Frank. But, if I was this guy who believes everyone should see these things, and a guy who believes in, like, the Illuminati and stuff like that, I'd probably be like, I need to show everyone this. Everyone needs to see this, you know? and then he shows his girlfriend, and his girlfriend dies in it. I'm still trying to figure it out. But yeah, this has been a rating vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had a good day and a spooky night, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be a more video. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. I just wanted to really quickly record. They just went completely silent and stopped fooling around as soon as I stopped recording. Isn't that crazy? It's like they know I'm recording and talking to people, so they go crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And now that I'm recording now, she started chewing on the bottle, and James came over, and it looks like James wants to play again. So it's like they know I'm recording and they freaking flip out. So I don't get it. But I apologize for them playing around and ruining the video. I hope you guys watched the whole thing. But yeah.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.